Hi folks, this is a video regarding grammar, in particular grammar rules, with focus on the three types of there and how to use them correctly. This is not only important for GCSE writing tasks such as question 5 for example, but it's important for all written work, even if you're not completing an English course. These words are known as homonyms. They are words that sound the same to the human ear, but are spelt and mean different things. And that's one of the reasons why English can be a very difficult language to learn, because of homonyms, because we have words that sound the same, but mean different things. For those of you that are studying a GCSE in English, in the English language qualification, you will know that for the question 5 mark scheme, there is the term technical accuracy, which includes grammar, which is things like the three types of there. It can also include spelling and punctuation. And what you don't want to be is one of those students that has marks taken away for trivial and small mistakes, because that's annoying. And over the years, I have known hundreds of students probably who have been 1 or 2 marks off a particular grade boundary. And the reason why they might be off those grade boundaries is because they made small errors like this, which they should have maybe picked up in their proofreading. So the whole point of this presentation is to make sure that you practice and know the three types of theirs, because if you use them wrong, the examiner with that magnifying glass might take a few marks off for that. They won't take everything off, you won't get 0, but they also will take something off probably because it's an inaccuracy. So the first type of there is which ends in IR, and this type of there is to do with possession. It's to do with something that belongs to something else. So their bag, their car, their sense of humour, maybe. So that's the reason why there's a little man in that spelling. The second type of there is to do with place. That's why the R has been turned into an arrow. It's to do with a place in relation to yourself. So over there, for example. So that's that type of there, to do with closeness or proximity or place. And the final type of there is the one with the apostrophe. And here you can see that apostrophe has been replaced by a letter A, because that is what that apostrophe is replacing. It's an apostrophe that shows omission, and what that means is there's a letter missing. So there with the apostrophe means they are in full. So I think actually the two theirs that students get most confused with is the IR and the RE spelling, because they tend to know that the apostrophe stands for the A. So that kind of graphic there summarises it. You can see the person, the little man in that spelling in the IR shows possession, that's their bag. The arrow in the R, the second there, is a place over there, and the bottom one means they are, such as they are hungry. Okay, so it's important that we don't get these confused in any English or language course, or indeed in any of our writing really, because you would risk being seen as inaccurate. So if we take this idea of going hiking, maybe up a mountain, using that same analogy, there is a mountain, they are hiking, their tents and compasses were in their backpacks. So their tents and compasses belong to them, and so do their backpacks. So you can see that we can have the same analogy almost, and use the three types of there, those homonyms, to express different ideas. We should not be getting them confused, because if we get them confused, then we would be writing inaccurately. So we have some examples here, and you can pause this video now if you want to have a go at putting in the correct there. As we progress down to 6, 7 and 8, you can see that they get a little bit more tricky, because we have multiple gaps where more than one there can fit into those examples. So I've also put up there the little graphic as well to remind you, that might help you use the right spelling. So you can pause the video now if you want to have a go at putting those into the correct gap. Otherwise, we will continue. So you can see here that we've now filled in those gaps. They parked their car, the car then belongs to them, whoever they are. There were lots of people outside, it's to do with a place or pinpointing or signposting something. Again, the bikes belong to them. Are there any biscuits left? But then we get to slightly trickier ones, 5, 6, 7, and 8, where we can use multiple. There are a few birds in the tree. They are singing. They are over there by their car. They are there. Can you see them? And then finally, number 8, they are their teachers. They are not ours. So you can also have multiple sentences in English where you use more than one. So it's important then for written accuracy that you don't get confused and you do try at least and use the correct version. So in summary, from this relatively short video, make sure you have used the correct version of there. Remember that IR means possession, RE means a place, and apostrophe RE means they are. This is why it's important, particularly for any kind of writing question for an exam, that you proofread, spend at least 5 minutes proofreading your work, trying to get rid of as many small inaccuracies like this as possible. It might be in that exam, as part of the planning process, that you copy down that little infographic there at the top right, with the little man, the arrow, and the small a, just to remind you perhaps that each one of those is used for a different reason. So proofreading is very important. And try and avoid being that student that gets marks taken away for small errors. Because if you then get 1 or 2 marks off a particular grade boundary, that's going to be quite annoying, particularly, for example, between the grade 3 and the grade 4 boundary. So in order to definitely get the GCSE, it would be in your best interest to try at least and use the correct there. So hopefully that short video has been helpful. Thank you.